Alright, hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg, and I'm coming to you with my review of the last Naruto movie. This movie was so fucking dope. Oh my god, I really just was not prepared for the epicness that was this movie. And for most of the people who do know me, they know that I'm really not like a mushy-gushy type person. I really don't like girly, feely type movies, but even though there was a lot of feels in this movie, it was fucking awesome, and I was so freaking happy. And I'm sorry for all the people that wanted Sakura to be with Naruto, but I was so fucking happy that they actually showed like Hinata and Naruto's relationship blossom into what we see them as when they have like Himawari and Bolt. So in this movie, it was pretty much it was a good representation of like what happened after the last war that took place with like Madara and Kaguya and Obito and all that good stuff. Like I think this is like a year or 2 years after the war, and Naruto has become like the leader of the village, and he was like a guest speaker to one of the groups, well, some of the groups at the school, the Ninja Academy. Everybody loves Naruto now, and it's kind of sad because it took him like saving the village and everything for everyone to recognize him and want to be friends with him and just love him, when before everyone hated him, like literally hated him, because he had the 9 tails inside of his body, even though that wasn't something that he could necessarily control. It was put in him when he was a baby because his parents were willing to sacrifice themselves to save him. And I think if they really thought about that, then they wouldn't have been so hard on Naruto. But if they weren't as hard on Naruto, he wouldn't have pushed himself to be as great as he is now. So, as far as like what happened in the movie, it was pretty much like Hinata, she could not bring herself to tell Naruto how she feels about him, and she had knitted him this scarf, which you see a lot later on in the movie. But she knitted him this scarf, and when she was finally about to give it to him, she noticed that he had a scarf on, and she thought that maybe it was a gift from one of the girls in the village, because all the girls have been giving him gifts lately, and he had like tons and tons of them, but he was in love with this one green and white striped scarf. So like they went about their missions or whatever, and somebody noticed that the moon was getting closer to the earth and pieces of it were like destroying the earth. So this is where it all started. And there was also seen like Hanabi got kidnapped by Tonari, and of course Hinata wanted to go save her too. So I think it was her, Shikamaru, Sai, and Sakura, and Naruto of course all went to go save Hanabi. And confronting Tonari, it was just a lot of different things happened. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I mean, because of course you guys, if you haven't seen the movie, you probably want to go watch it. But pretty much Tonari convinced Hinata to become his bride because she has the Byakugan. It would make the Tenseigan to pretty much let him destroy the earth with the moon, because he said that the world that Hagoromo created was corrupted and it needed to be destroyed, which was the will of Hamura, which is his brother, who lived on the moon, which is where the Satsuki group of people came about. The ones that lived on the moon, they were his disciples, Hamura. So pretty much the whole movie was them chasing after Tonari and trying to get Hanabi back. And when they finally were getting close, Naruto told Hinata that he loved her, which was so fucking awesome after they had spent all that time together, like pretty much by themselves. Like when Hinata had her ointment, like from when they were in the tuning exams, she like put it on his back because he hurt himself, and it was just so sweet. It was sweet seeing them interacting together, which was so fucking awesome, because I was like, this has been such a long time coming. Literally, it's been years for Hinata to finally be able to have time with Naruto and be able to get close to him like she's always wanted to do, like she's always been watching him, which if you think about it is a little bit creepy, but it's okay though. Hinata's freaking awesome. I think if I were a Naruto character, I'd probably be Hinata. But so he finally told her that he loved her, and she gave him the scarf, and then she went with Tonari, and that hurt Naruto to his core, because Naruto, he does not know how to beat around the bush, and he literally just came out and said, I love you, like it was nothing. And for Hinata to go with Tonari literally right after he said that to her, hurt him very bad. And then he got like his chakra sucked out of him and thrown back at him, and he was literally almost died. He was knocked out for like 3 days. And Sakura called him an idiot because he didn't realize sooner that Hinata wanted him for so long, and she was giving hints all over the place. But he was just such a idiot. He was really an idiot. But so after all of that, of course, they went to go save Hinata after Naruto woke up, and he talked to Sakura, and it seems like at this point him and Sakura got a lot closer, because she pretty much told him, like, why you were such an idiot, but she never thought that he was actually going to be the one to say it first. So of course they went after Hinata and Hanabi. Hanabi got her eyes taken by Tonari, which fucking sucks because Tonari is an asshole. But and then during the part when Naruto got the power thrown back at him before he was knocked out for 3 days, the scarf that Hinata worked so hard on disintegrated after she had worked so hard on fixing it. Because at first, when Tonari first came to the village and Naruto tried to save her, it got ripped, so she was fixing it, and then now it got disintegrated, and then she was making one for Tonari, and it turns out she was actually making it for Naruto, and Tonari blew it up. It fucking sucked. But Sakura like picked up a piece and gave it to Hinata later on after they thought they beat Tonari when they disintegrated the Tenseigan, which turned out to be a whole bunch of Byakugans, which was really, really creepy and gross, and it's just like, ew. But and it also pretty much did a hats off to Naruto still having his sage power, even though he hasn't really used it. He was able to take the chakra out of Hinata that Tonari put inside of her to control her, which that leads me to believe that maybe Tonari is like a sage. Maybe, I don't know. It's a strong possibility considering that he is like the last of his clan or whatever. But that really does lead me to believe that Tonari is a sage, that he was able to do that to her since Naruto was able to take it out. But also, one thing that hurt my heart a little bit was that Sasuke was only in the movie for like 3 minutes, and then he like blew up a fucking comet and then disappeared, and he he dashed off so smooth. It was pretty fun. But and Raikage made me so angry in this movie because he's just such a fucking asshole. But I'm happy that they actually did get their work done before he decided to blow up the moon. But they were able to defeat Tonari, which was awesome, and because he turned into this big blob eye monster, it was actually it was really gross and kind of creepy. But I mean, so now it looks like Tonari has learned the error of his ways, and he is going to stay on the moon, because when they were about to leave the moon, he said that the moon and the earth will never meet again, blah blah blah. So it looks like he's just going to stay on the moon to atone for his sins. And this part, it actually made me tear up some. It was so fucking awesome when they showed like Naruto and Hinata when they were like jumping on the little planets trying to go up to the sky, and it showed them like as they were, and then when they were younger, and then when they were babies, and it was just so fucking cute. They looked so happy. And then Hinata was like holding on to Naruto, and they shot through the roof, and of course Shikamaru was like, if you keep doing that, you're gonna make the whole place come down or whatever. But Naruto was like, I don't care, I'm gonna kiss my woman up in the sky. And he shot up into the sky, and they had their first kiss, and it was so fucking sweet. I was like, oh my god, I really wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the epicness that was this movie. So this movie was so fucking awesome. I loved it to pieces. And then of course, like in the credits, they showed like Naruto and Hinata's wedding, which was so freaking awesome. Even though it was in black and white, I knew exactly what was going on. It was freaking awesome. I loved it. But somebody mentioned, and I never even really thought about it this way, but Naruto was able to give Kakashi a new eye, even though he hasn't had an eye for literally decades. But he wasn't able to heal Guy's legs. I don't quite understand why that is the way it is. I figured like if he was able to make something out of nothing, he would be able to heal Guy's legs. But just the fact that Guy's alive is freaking awesome. But it sucks because we'll probably never see Guy fight again, which really fucking sucks because he worked so hard to get where he was and now he can't fight. I mean, that has really nothing to do with the movie, but I just thought about it. So yeah, this movie was so fucking awesome. I loved it to pieces. It was like the perfect amount of action and fuckery and sweetness all wrapped up in a big pretty bow. And I loved the fight between Naruto and Tonari because Naruto went the fuck off. He really fucked some shit up. And there was even a part when they were fighting that it was Dragon Ball Z-esque when they were like bouncing off each other in the little orbs of light. It was pretty freaking awesome. And like I said, the eye blob monster, I want to know what Naruto did to make Tonari calm down, because all they showed was like Naruto reach his hand up and then that was that, and then it showed like Tonari normal or whatever. So I want to know what happened to make Tonari not be a blob monster anymore. But this movie went the fuck off, and I'm so happy that I got to watch it. And I think my next review is going to be for the Boruto movie, because I did watch that one today as well, actually. So yeah, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this movie. How do you feel about the way things turned out? But please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.